about a week and a half away from reopening the state, and today we're getting a glimpse at where we stand. The governor went point by point. Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Matthew Campbell was there taking notes, following very closely. He's here now to tell us where we stand. Matthew?
Yeah, Dennis, work needs to be done. There are successes and there are also obstacles in order to get us to May 20th. So here's an update. Let's start with hospitalizations. The CDC wants to see 14 days of daily hospitalization decline. We're down 30% right now from the peak. The state calls this a success, and you can see it highlighted there in green. Up next, testing has ramped up, but the state wants to get up to 42,000 tests per week over the next 2 weeks. We have a long way to go here. The state wants to double the amount of testing we're doing right now. So you see that one there. It's sort of in the yellow category. Now, contact tracing, that goes live today. 20 local health departments will begin next week. This is completely voluntary, so the state is confident that we are going to be on track by the 20th. Then, protecting the high-risk population continues, and starting tomorrow, those in the high-risk group, this includes first responders, no longer need to have a doctor's recommendation for testing. Hospital capacity, that was another metric, and that has been achieved. Less than 20% of hospital beds are occupied by coronavirus patients, and some of the additional hospital space at the Connecticut Convention Center is actually being taken down right now. So that is in the green. That is a big success, according to the state. The state is also making strides in getting the protective gear. A 30-day supply is available. The state stockpile is strong, and the supply chain is stabilizing, and a large delivery is also expected this weekend, so that's very close to going green there. Then finally, the standards for reopening. We have heard from many businesses that they have not gotten the guidance yet on what they need to do once they reopen. The state is working internally on that, but for the businesses, those rules should be made public tomorrow. Take a listen.
It's still a matter of judgment in terms of how we open and what are those criteria and what are those protocols. And it's an art as well as a science, and we have to balance risk here.
So there's still a lot of work that needs to be done in the next week and a half. We did ask the governor if all of these metrics need to be met, if they need to be in that green zone before we reopen. He said no. You're going to hear him explain more about that tonight at 6. For now, live above the newsroom, Matthew Campbell, Channel 3 News.